dude, Dookie. That's right, for my man. All right, guys, let's take a look at Matic. Now, a lot of times I do videos on how to get in the best longs. So let's reverse it and let's do the best shorts, right? And let's just test this theory. We're going to look at it right now. So the first thing I got to do here is I see that I have a moment here on Matic, right? So I'll say I'm looking to trade Matic. I see that it's struggling to get up. It is making lower highs. So now it is also below the 15-minute moving average of 200. So let me see what type of damage is then, right? First thing I do is what? I go to my 4-hour, baby. What does my 4-hour have, right? 4-hour RSI breaking down, right? Where's it breaking down? Right there. It's starting to break down. Now, what do? I go to my 2-hour, baby. And I make sure the 2-hour is also confirming and how far the 2-hour is. So the 2-hour is pretty much just starting off here. It's pretty high up on the level. It's really getting started. Hasn't broken the 30 line yet, which the 30 line is boom right here. The 60 line. Let's go down to 60, baby. 36. You got to put your lines in there, bro. You got to put your lines in there. All right, now normally the 60 and the 30 are also good supports and resistance. So the 2-hour could bounce off the 30, give us a nice little uptake, and then continue its way down. And so could happen in the 4-hour. You know what I mean? You got to stay on top of your game here, right? But this has got a long way to go before the 60, so we are in a downtrend. Now what I need to do here is to confirm the downtrend, which is the 2-hour did. And now I need to go to the 1-hour to see where we're at on the total time. Now on the 1-hour, we can see that the RSI on the 1-hour is got a little bit of room here before it really hits the bottom. So that's where we're going to see that short come in. So now that we know that we have a short coming in, we need to go to what? Our 15-minute. Why do we go to our 15-minute? We need to confirm on the 15-minute how far this short's going to go and where do we see it. So let me get into Matic real quick because we will be probably taking a short here in a second. So I'm going to find Matic. Tell me why you hot, Matic. Tell me why you hot, Matic. I said, Matic, I'm Matic and I'm hot, bruh. All right, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm going to drop this 80%. There we go. So more than likely right now what's going to happen with Matic is going to bounce, right? So now that I'm at my 15-minute, what do I see? I see my 15-minute RSI at the bottom. So what does that mean for me, right? When you see the 15-minute on the bottom and I'm trying to short, I need it to go to the top. Why is this running like Windows console? So right now, we need the 15-minute RSI to finish its move, right? Which means make a move up to create the downward motion, right? So right now, Matic is in a short position once the RSI goes up, and then we can get it to come back down, okay? Now, in the meantime, let's go take a look at the 30-minute to see if that's high up so we can see 30 minutes on the bottom too, so that's going to need to come up. So right now it's going to run sideways. The 5 minutes moving up already, so which means it's already confirming that the 15 minutes going to bounce, right? Oh, there's a rejection right there. Nice, nice. We actually have a little short playing off in here. It might drop like it's hot right here, boys. Does that not work? Is that not working? Anybody in there? Is that not working? All right. So anyways, back to the 5-minute. So now on a short, I can go to a 5-minute time frame because shorts are more sensitive, right? Meaning that it's easier to sell than buy. Now this short, we should have actually been in this short way back here on this red moon and this RSI, but we're a little bit behind here. But our 5-minute is bending down, which is great, which means we're going to get continuation on the 15-minute, which is great. And then we got to move over to our 30-minute, which is on the bottom, and then we go to our 1 hour. Our 1 hour is key because the 1 hour has to touch the bottom there. So now we should have a short until this 1 hour bounces, right? but it's going to be a short-lived short because you still have the 15 minute. Now I like to let the 15 minute have some breathing. Breathing is when the 15 minute bounces a little bit, gets a little breath, and then collapses, right? So rule of thumb here is to allow the 15 minute to run its course. So that means that if we're looking at a 5-minute time frame and we're looking at a 15-minute window, we're going to have to let the 5-minute time frame play out at least 3 candles, right, to see where the 15-minute is, right? So this is just one candle. It's bouncing down a little, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It could easily turn the other way. So we have to wait on this 15-minute. So currently right now, we're going to wait on the 15-minute here to bounce up, to open or get into a short, because we need that to, we need a little bit of breathing room here, man. The good thing is the 1 hour is a little bit higher. So as you can see, these are candles are going to come down and then go back up, come down and go back up. But what we really need here is the 15 hour to finish its cycle. Once again, let me check the 1 hour. The 1 hour has time to go down, so we're good. 30-minute is already on the floor, so that means the move down is going to be less than we really want. The 15 minutes already there. You know, it has to make its move. The 5-minute is going to kind of struggle around, I think a little bit like this. Then it's going to push up. We'll have a nice little push up here on the 5-minute. And that's where I think I'm going to take my short, is when the 5-minute, you know, goes back for its push and then breaks down. Like, to me, that's the biggest key here, is watching the 5-minute finish, and then we're going to be into a short into Matic. As you can see right now, Matic is jumping. Matic has a push coming in, and then it's gonna pull down after that. So we're gonna see a couple candles here go sideways, and then we should see a collapse here after it pushes. Come on now, come on, baby, come on now. But yeah, I mean, I got to let the 15-minute run its course. And then when the 15-minute runs its course, then I'll go in from there. But that's where I'm at on there. But that's where Matic's at, guys. Matic's in a short. It is what it is. All right, what do we got here? Does the strategy work on Forex too, or just crypto? The strategy works on Forex, stock, everything, dude. These indicators are basically... the first indicator with the moons and everything, that's price action, right? Price action basically is just telling you where the most price action is, buyers versus sellers, right? The green line is buyers, the red line are sellers, right? When it goes flat, that means there's, like right now on Matic, right? We see these two lines here. Right here, this red means that our sellers are starting to die down, but the buyers are also dying down, so that means we're going to go sideways, which makes perfect sense because our RSI is already telling us that, right? When the sellers raise up, we have big dips. When the buyers are getting down and the sellers are raising up, that's when the big dips come. Right now, we're going sideways. So that's the first indicator. The second indicator is just your RSI. Combined with our indicator on the top with the moons, it just allows us to get the best entry points on this thing. The second indicator, which is our price action, or so it's kind of like volume of price action, right? When it's red, it's less money coming in. When it's green, it's more money coming in, right? So these are kind of like order books. These red and green lines are kind of like order books with moons. Moons just telling you that the big order books are starting to purchase. The red means they're starting to sell. Up here is price action on the money that's coming in on volume. Red means meh. Green means great, right? That's kind of what that is. These indicators work on all markets, guys. If you want the indicators, underneath my face on TikTok, there's a website right there for you. So what we could do here is, like, if we wanted to see where we could take this short, right here on this short, we should have been this short at $1.28. That's kind of like the short spot. This has been bouncing a few times here. Now, because of this being right on this support line, we could be looking to take advantage of the support line, maybe putting a sale in right here at $1.26.4. So let's say if we do a limit sell, right? So let's say limit at $1. 26.4. It wants to dump right here, man. It wants to dump. I don't think there's any support for Matic here. This is looking like a heavy short right here. I mean, we might be... Whew, it just broke that support line right there. See this little support line you have? It just broke that support. So, I mean, this is looking nasty. Nasty, man. All right, let's go to the 5 minute. Let's see where we're at in the 5. The 5 is dumping. That's your short position. Now it's red. So, yeah, this is a short. You can enter this short because the 5 minutes dumping. But more importantly, there's your red candle right there, right? So that's an enter to a short, right? Let's see what we got here. Now, the reason I don't like it, you know, as it triggers is because I need that 15 minute to breathe, man. I mean, it's just something that I want, right? So I want to short this thing, you know, because I got my red candle here. This is a short position here. Everything says short. Let's take a look at the 3 minute, right? Let's work backwards. 3 minute RSI bent right here. That's a short. Yeah, we're in a short here, Matic. Matic short at $1.2610, 126.10. What is this? 126.10, right? 126.10. So there's a Matic short, right? Now, where could we have got in this trade a little better, right? And that's what I'm learning here. That's what I want to look at, right? I want to take a look at this. I want to see if this bounces back up because of the 15 minute, right? That's what I'm looking for. So where could we have got in this short, right? Here, let's take a look at the 1 minute like a lot of people are. We have our red moon. The RSI is overplayed. Red moon. RSI bounces, right? Here's our red cell. Here's our red moon on our 1 minute. I mean, if the RSI on the 4 hour is telling us that we have a sell, right? And let's, where is that at? Where is that at? I want to take a look here. I want to take a look here. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour MOV. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see what we got here. Let's dig in here. Let's dig in here. 4 hour. Let's get to the 4 hour. All right. 4 hour RSI. That's what that is right there. Perfect. What I need to make this a little bit thicker. Let's make it a little bit thicker. There we go. All right. Let's go to the 2 hour. 2 hours bending. 1 hour is pushing up, and right there it's bend. That's the trade right there. That's the sell. So that's where we should have been getting in this trade right there. The 4 hour. Okay, there we go. And this trade has already pretty much happened, but this trade is going to repeat itself because the 15 minute has to go up. So every single time that came down, it's going to go back up because the 15 minute has to breathe. Okay, so this is why getting into trade, the trade isn't going to be, so listen to what I'm saying, man. This is what I said earlier. Because the 15 minute is already at the bottom, right? So there's no room to short, right? Because the 15 minutes already at the bottom. That just means that it needs to go up before we can get a bigger short. Which means if you do catch a big candle that wicks down like the one that did, you want to click and take those profits right away because they're not going to last because the 15 minute has to go up to create room to short. That's simple. So now let's break this trade down a little bit more because you guys can see here, if you would have entered that short right there like a lot of people would have because they're saying that thing happening, that you just would have got wrecked on that. But let's go back and let's figure this out as far as like, now what do we have? Yeah, we're waiting for a short. Yeah, we're waiting for a short on Matic based on the 15 minute, right? Based on the 15 minute, right? So everything's ready to short. We just need the 15 minute to rerun its cycle, right? So as we work our way back here, here's your 1 hour. You see this 1 hour on the, here's your 4 hour and your 2 hour short. Your 1 hour is right here on this candle. This is the proper short. You should have got in the short right here, right when that 1 hour bent right there. That's the proper, right? So let me put this in here. This is exactly the short that you should have been in. Pink. Pink. Yeah. That's the correct short. That's where we should have been in right there, and we'd be living it up pretty right now, waiting for the 1 hour to max out, which is happening right now, and we'd be good, right? Now, taking that to the 15-minute. Let's see where we're at here. 15-minute RSI oversold right there. Proper entry. Right there, the 1 hour bends, red moon, right there. That's the proper entry. It goes all the way down. This is where you would sell right on this RSI line right here. Or if you hold until the trend line goes the opposite color, which is our rule of thumb, then you would have held this until this went green and you would have sold right here. Now, it re-entered the trend right here, which would have gave you a re-entry into this short, which is basically right here, and that's where you would continue. And right now, you would be holding this short until this trend goes green. So now that we've worked our way through the trade, let's figure out where we are as far as the trade goes, because we should be in this trade until that goes green. So let's jump to the 5-minute. The 5-minute bent right here. That was the re-entry that we could have took advantage of. Now that we've looked at the trade properly and know that we're in this trade, we should have been already a little bit earlier. The 5-minute bends right there. We buy into this trade right there. And then bada boom, we would have made some money on this last move right here. Okay, that's where we would have been, and we would be in a good position. But let's move forward. So now, 3-minute. Let's take a look at the 3-minute. We're looking here. Look at that 3-minute bend here. That was another great entry. And now let's take a look at the 1-minute. The 1-minute started here. Where's the perfect entry? Perfect entry was right here. Perfect entry here. It came down. The 1-minute bounced. Right? Moons bounced. Right? Here are the moons. Here's the moons. Right? You're still in there. And then these are the two retests and another fall. Now, the thing about here is that if we're going to get in this trade, we should have got in this trade off the 1-minute, which would have been right over here. Right? But we didn't. We missed the 1-minute entry. And that's where you would use your 1-minute entry, is right here. Right? You see how that played out for us? But unfortunately, we didn't catch that trade. So now we're in this downtrend, and we can't do anything because the 1-minute is already bouncing, which means it's going to come up. So before we can get into another trade, we need the 1-minute to finish its upward push, right? And then from there, we can look at the 3-minute, which is bottomed out, which is now going to push up as well. And the 5-minute is bottomed out, which is about to push up as well. So we're still waiting on that 15-minute, but that would have been a couple good trades we could have made, guys. So once this 15-minute pushes up, we will jump back in, and I'm going to mark this 15-minute line right here, and I'm going to come back and check this out in a little bit of time. I'm going to make this orange. I'm going to make this a 2. Oh, but this is really weak, man. This coin is really, really weak. So Matic is definitely going to be a short. So anytime that you see a pump that gets around $1.25.8 or 25.9, particularly this area right here, 126, then you can basically take a position and look to, I would basically be looking for $1.26.8. I would be looking to enter a short somewhere off here. So go to the 5-minute, and I would be looking to get a short off this candle right here, 125.7 would be my entry point, anywhere off here, pull back up, and then a drop down. So let's see, what we have here. We have this right here. I expect it to work its way back up, hit this, and then I expect it to go down. Okay? But that's where we're at with Matic, guys. Matic looks like an easy short is going to happen here. It is piling on. But that 15-minute has to bounce. Now, how long is that bounce going to take, or is it going to build up any pressure? Probably not. I think $1.26 is probably a solid entry for a short here. So right here, I would be cost average buying, meaning if I was doing $100, but this is a whole nother theory, man. I won't go over that theory. That theory is a little bit different. That theory is kind of like, let's say you have $100 that you want to bet here or go short. Right now, because of the short pulling up right now, you would put $25 into the short, right? And then if it jumped up on you, then you would put another $50 in of the 100. And then if it pushed up when it went back down on there and it bounced again and worked its way back up, then you would put the final 25% in on the short as it pushes up. So that way you're getting in at cheaper prices on the up. And then at that point, it should completely fall, right? So I'll repeat that. Right now, I would put 25% of my short, 25 of the 100. If it bounces up, then I would buy the top as it starts to go back down. I would put another $25. So I'm 50% in my trade. The next time it bounces up, I would put the next 25 in, and if it bounces up again, I would put another 25, and that's me cost average buying the bounces, and then eventually catching that short. But that's a theory I'm going to have to cover in video. Bitcoin going to 22K. Yes, it is. 19.8. 19.8, boys. 19.8 is Bitcoin. All right, guys, if you want to take advantage of any of these teachings, any of the education, you need to jump into the academy. I'm going to hop off now because it is midnight and I am tired. But if you're interested in learning how to actually trade, I'm not trading Coinbase right now, guys. I'm not trading Coinbase, AK. Not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. But guys, if you want to learn how to do this system and take advantage of this, please jump into the academy. The link is under my face. You can jump into the Discord. Let me show you the active Discord right now, just so you guys are aware of what's happening. This is the Trading Academy. These are people just like you that started a couple months ago, simply doing the basics, which is learning a simple system on how to make money. As you can see here, we have indicator videos, VIP chat, etc. Let me go to VIP chat here. Let me click here. All right, here we go. Let's see how we're doing today. I'm just going to scroll down. 14 longs, baby. All right, let's take a look here. We got some nice gains right here. Bread Boy, 60% for Bread Boy. Nice. Nice. I like that. I like that theory. Taking profits no matter what. 76%, 63%. You can't short Matic until the 15-minute goes short. Right now, guys, 126. That's the entry for the short, $1.26. That's where it's at right now. Right, so this is the average for shorting. I would start cost average buying at $1.26 if I was shorting into Matic. Right now would be a great time to buy into a short into Matic. No, not financial advice, but 126 and above is where I would start buying into a short. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna hop off here, man. Just be safe out there. Make sure you run through that system and how to get it done and put yourself together, man, as far as everything goes, guys.